Hi, Alina and John. I thought it would be easier for me to send a video so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I just want to start in my design course for NUS 302, and this actually happened in 502 as well, earlier on. So here's the design course for 302 so that you can see that every item on my um, in my grade book has an association, and this is of course where I've copied my courses over from. I don't have an association for the Turnitin checkers, but that doesn't really much matter. Okay, so then this got rolled over into the two sections. This is my section, which I've already fixed. But you can see that in order to fix it, I needed to actually make copies of it, which was, of course, after the students had already done their work. And I was grateful that the grades actually populated here after I made the copy. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in Teresa's section. I'm the course coordinator, so I have access to her course. And I just went in to see if she had the same situation. What was funny is, let me start by showing you her managed grades here. You can see this was the two assignments that I lost association with earlier in the session. So for her, the association is lost, but her grades are still populated, which I think is funny because mine were not populated. I had to redo the assignments. But when we get to the grade book, you'll see that even though the association is gone here, that her grades populated. But then I noticed also that just like mine, the association left for this particular assignment. And now when you look at her grade book, this was the first two that I mentioned that lost their association, but her grades populated. And then this one is that other one that lost the association. And I said, oh, look at that. Her grades didn't populate either. But then I said, well, maybe she didn't grade them yet. So I went to check. And sure enough, she did grade the first few students and published their grades, yet they're not populating here. And that's because that association is gone. So here's what I had to do to fix it. And of course, what I did was to make sure that the that she did in fact do some grading on it. Here's that assignment. And I can see here that she did publish some of them. So there must be grades in there. So if you see here, for Raven, I guess Raven got 100. So what I did to fix this is I went into edit assignment and I noticed it said not in gradebook, even though it's in gradebook in the design. Followed over here, and this was okay earlier on, but it changed somehow. So now when I go and change this to add to gradebook and save and close, what it's actually going to do is add it adds a second instance of it. Of course, now I have to fix it because it's now 110%, but I'll fix that. If you scroll all the way to the back, it's created a new column now called assignment with a 1 at the end, but the students' grades are now populated. But why did it lose it to begin with? Very frustrating. So to fix this problem, now I have to go into Manage Grades. I am going to make this be the gradable instance, and I'm going to get rid of this one and of course change this to 25. So I'm going to delete this one. So how I'm going to fix this now is I'm going to delete this one and I'm going to use this new instance. So I will delete this one. I'm going to move up that other assignment to be in the right location because it drives me crazy when it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has to be number 6 on the list. And then I just need to change this to 25. So now when I go to her gradebook, you'll see that it's here now with the populated grades. I still have no answer for why it is that this one, even though it was not associated, still populated unless she hand entered them. I'd have to ask her specifically that. But that is what I was talking about. If you have any answers, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.